Bills. This is where it started with the hit after he was across. Hamlin taking him to the ground. And Kelsey came over and said, "What's up with that?" 2 touchdowns by the Chiefs.
Kelsey knows how to get under your skis. He's like, yep, that happened.
And
Phillips comes in.
And a little
tries for the flop. It's a hot route. He just decides not to throw it, and you see the late shove right there. And the funny part is, I'm not sure he flopped. Maybe a little bit, but I do know this.
Fashion decleaters right here. I think surprise Fields coming through that protection, and helmet goes up underneath the chin, the whole bit here. Fields is lucky he survived that one.
Sean Huckley.
He was in bounds. He's got his right foot. Just as the left foot hits, I think that's a good call. I know you just as a defensive player.
Unnecessary roughness, late hit out of bounds, defense number 0. The penalties have.
It starts to get out of control. They can all go out there. They're the ones in the black coats.
Well, you see A.J. Brown and Lattimore really going at it. They were jawing before. Lattimore has had his issues with opposing wide receivers. You saw it firsthand with Mike Evans.
Yeah. It's like one of those hockey fights where they drop the puck and everyone drops their gloves. And they're like, yeah, you want it, I want it, let's go. Again, these are two physical guys.
Is a touchdown. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 23. Philadelphia has elected to enforce this foul on the try from the 2 to the 1.
Lane downfield.
It's a hot route. He just decides not to throw it, and you see the late shove right there. And the funny part is, I'm not sure he flopped. Maybe a little bit, but I do know this.
To the head and neck area, there's no disputing that. The bizarre part about that rule is that it would have been a catch but for the foul, and yet they're not going to get the benefit of the play, right? Just the way the rules are.
Interception, of course. And at that point then, after the interception during the entire play, the quarterback is considered defenseless. You can block him if he pursues the play, but you can't hit him in the head or neck area, which Lugu did. So this should have been called, which would have.
Yeah, that's called a memory right there. You know, the interesting thing was he hit him that hard and really was sort of pulling up on the hit and sent him.
It's a fun pre-game, I got to tell you.
Pre-halftime, post-game, they got it all.
Dinners, you name it. Well, you got a little action going on here at the end.
But put an asterisk by it.
Yeah, and it was great hustle by Drake London because he's the one that got downfield and got the tackle, and he's going at it. You know, that's Elijah Garcia. That's a defensive tackle.
He had him by the face mask and giving him the business. But now no timeouts for the Giants.
But how about the start of it? That's what we didn't see.
Look at that. He's got him. He's got the little guy, and he's got him on skates.
Johnson, and he is in. Johnson's second touchdown today. And now some extracurricular activity.
I never understood that, Kenny. You have the whole game, literally 60 minutes to go hit each other as hard as you can. I don't understand.
Casey, it's done. Flags come down. The Packers that are on the Steelers sideline are trying to get out.
Play with what was going on with Nixon and Pacheco. This is where the flag was thrown, and that was it right there. That was the pylon.
Oh, Ryan
don't
Cook
see that.
and then Trent Williams said, "Yeah, have some of that."
Yeah, that wouldn't pick on Trent Williams. Would you?
It wouldn't be the guy I would pick up.
Keep calm. Al Shires right in the face of Darnell Wright of the Bears, and a whole bunch of Bears over there on their sideline.
I thought it was a fair hit when I first saw it. What I'm seeing by Caleb Williams' teammates.
Yeah.
You know?
Watch what happens in the scrum here. Alshire gets up and a punch straight into the face of Rashawn Johnson, who was not in the game, was just standing on the sideline.
Hey, you got to have receivers that are willing to do the dirty work, willing to do the blocking. Here he comes off the ball, bam, right in the chest, and then he just pile drives Thomas, who doesn't like it. He doesn't care. That's the way it should be right there. That's good old-fashioned football.
Yeah, you can tell me this is a meaningless game. I mean, these are division rivals. He's smiling out of that. Remember, Shanahan called him. He said he fight in the other corner of the end zone. And there's another wrestling match here. That's a Cardinal. It's a 49er. Hey, we got a couple other players into it. Jennings is involved once again. This time it's Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Yeah, well, you know what? He's an equal opportunity wide receiver. He'll go after your one corner. You go one corner. What's good for one will good for another. Come get a taste. That's what he's saying. Come get a little taste right here because I'm going to block you too.
Well, I mean, at some point, play football. You can be physical and aggressive, but let's not turn this into a brawl here. I mean, we're not in downtown Tempe when the bars are closing.
He and Reed going at it, and again, there's just a lot of competitiveness down there, and these guys are fighting hard to win, and you don't love to see it with teammates, but look, that happens, and they're going to...
It just turns into a scrum there.
Should be Brown.
Tony
Takedown of Pride.
Security guard wants nothing to do with it. He's staying out of the way.
This is not in my job description, he's saying.
I'm here for the fans. I'm not here for the players. And they just have to score and then just have Herbert do one play. Oh, my gosh.
My goodness, this is going on and on.
Whoa.
Quentin Johnson is a one-on-one. It was Marcus Epps and Quentin Johnson. It is still going on.
Neither one of these teams are going to back down, but you got to be intelligent. We don't know how severe it was down there. Crosby's frustration showing. I can tell you right now.
Harbaugh's out there.
Yeah. Well, Harbaugh's always involved if there's a little skirmish. He's going to get in there and possibly, but he's telling his guys to get out of there smartly.
I think it was a pair of ones right here. No, let's see. It's Palmer.
After the play, the try was no good. We have
Palmer
offsetting
and Epps.
unsportsmanlike conduct on the Raiders